Hey everyone, it's the Doordasher guy. How's everyone all doing today? Hoping everybody is having a great day today. All right guys, so today I'm going to talk to you guys about, or I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to do well with Doordash. So I have like about 10 of them that actually works for me, so I thought I'd share with you guys, okay? And before we get into it, guys, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button, okay? And tap in the notification bell, so whenever I upload any new videos, you'll be the first to be notified. All right, guys, so let's get started. All right, guys, so these 10 tips and tricks are in random orders, okay? So it doesn't matter which order they're in. They're all important to me, all right? So, but like I said, I want to share with you guys these tips and tricks so that way you guys can do well. Well, it works for me. So like I said, I'll let you guys know what I do. So that way you guys have a little bit of idea as well. Or if you guys already know some of them, you know, it may work for you or it may not, but these ones works for me. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys, okay? First one that I would say is when you guys are at a location, you know, like in a parking lot or whatnot, try to park your car right in between of all the stores, all the restaurant that you guys are about to basically sit and wait, okay? So try to park like right in the middle, you know, like let's say if there's a McDonald's over there, you know, or there's a Taco Bell over there, or any other store over there, right? So try to stay right in the middle. The reason why is that way, if let's say an order comes in, you don't have to, you know, start your car and then drive to that store, because every time when you start your car, it's going to waste gas, right? So it's better to park right in the middle of all the stores. So if one store pops up, you know, you just walk out of your car and go grab it. You know what I mean? Unless it's pretty far away. But most of the time, a lot of those restaurants are like in the same plaza, you know, so just park like right in the middle. So that way, when the deal comes in, you can take it and then you just walk and then pick it up and then go to your car. And then at least you only start your car one more time rather than starting it 2 times. Because every time when you start your car, if you guys don't know, it eats up gas. And then the second tips and tricks that I would do is whenever you guys deliver the item, the food or the items or whatever to the house or the apartment, make sure place the food item kind of near the door and also near the house number or the apartment number. So that way when you take a picture, it shows the food and the house number together and their door and all that stuff too. So they know it's their door. The reason why is later on they cannot scam you, okay? Because they're saying, they can say that you never delivered the food, right? But if you have like, you know, you take a picture of their house number and the food together and some items around the door, it's obviously is their items, right? So they cannot lie about it. And then at the same time, you submit it to Doordash, they have the record as well. All right, so the second one I would say is make sure you guys take a picture with the house number and the surrounding of the home. Third one that I would recommend you guys doing is take a deal that is at least $2 per mile. Why? So that way you make more money. Okay, don't take deals that's like really like low pay but like far, you know, distance, you know, because then that right there wastes a lot of gas on your car and mess up your car as well because you're driving farther for low pay. Okay, so if you guys can try to get a deal that is at least $2 per mile. And then number 4 is try to keep your ratings, guys, you know, at least to the bare minimum. So that way Doordash allows you to schedule in advance, 1 week in advance, okay? Because now Doordash is basically only giving the dashers, you know, the opportunity to schedule ahead if they are at a certain percentage on their ratings. I'm not sure if your area has this type of minimum yet, but now in my area they require me to have like a 70% acceptance rate, and then your rating has to be pretty high, for them to allow you to schedule the dash in advance, 1 week in advance. Otherwise, if you are not at their minimum ratings, they're not even going to let you schedule, and then by the time you try to dash, there's really nothing for you to dash. There's really no deals for you to dash, or there's no dash now. So basically that day you're stuck and you have no work. Okay, so make sure you guys keep up with your ratings and all that if it is required in your area. And then number 5 is actually very related to the number 4 that we just talked about, is to schedule 1 week in advance. Okay, because now they're allowing you to schedule 1 week in advance. So make sure if you are qualified for that minimum that we talked about earlier, is to schedule 1 week in advance, because there are a lot of hungry dashers out there now. The market is very saturated with a lot of dasher, and they are all waiting to basically waiting for the time to come so that way they can schedule. So normally in my area, or I think it's most areas, is that at 3 p.m. each day they're gonna allow you to schedule 1 week in advance. Okay, so if you guys are watching this video and you guys are dasher, is it the same time in your area, 3 p.m.? Let us know. Okay, all right, so number 5, make sure you guys schedule in advance, 1 week in advance. Otherwise there's not going to be any more deals for you. All right guys, number 6 is, this is my preference, but it works for me, is to try to dash early. Okay, so usually what I try to do is I try to dash around like maybe 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. in the morning. I mean, it's still a little dark, in the winter time it's dark, but in the summer it's already bright. Why? Is because there's less dasher, and not only that, the traffic is a little less too, and you don't have to be competing with a lot of dasher during that time. And if you're like me, don't like to dash like really dark or at nighttime, try to start in the morning, get all the deals in, maybe by the evening before it hits dark, and then you can just go home, right? But yeah guys, try to start early so that way less dasher, less traffic. Okay, number 7 guys, is whenever you guys go to a restaurant or a location and you guys see that they are taking way too long for your your order or your pickup items, make sure to go onto the app. Okay, there's a section where you guys can put a feedback on that restaurant or that store or whatnot. Give them a feedback. Okay, why it's taking so long or whatnot, because the more dasher that gives a feedback, they're gonna read it, right? The manager of that Starbucks or whatever, or McDonald's, they're gonna read it, and they're gonna more likely do it quicker next time, because they're afraid that their upper managers reads it. So put a feedback. You can say something like, they already have some default default selection that you can choose, where you can put order is not ready, or is preparing, or order hasn't even started yet. And then there's also a spot on the bottom where you can put your own feedback and stuff. Okay, so make sure you guys put feedbacks on the app, so that way it makes the process faster for us dashers out there. The more people that put feedback, the more they're gonna read it, and the more they're gonna act upon it. Otherwise, they don't care about us. We're just standing there forever. There's times where I stand at a restaurant for like 30 minutes, and they're like, "Oh, we're still making it," and then you see walk-in customers already, just barely order, and then getting their orders already, while us dashers still waiting, which is ridiculous. All right, so make sure you guys put some feedback while you guys are waiting if it's taking way too long. All right guys, number 8 is going to be stack orders. We're going to talk a little bit about stack orders that you should take if it makes sense. Okay, because the stack order is going to give you 2 payment, you know. So let's say one is $5 and then another one is $10. You're basically making $15 for two delivery or 2 deals, okay? But just make sure it makes sense, because there are some deals where 2 orders only $5 or 2 orders only $10 and it's far away. It's not worth it, you know. But yeah, what is a stack order? Basically, it's an order where you guys can get 2 to 3 orders at a time. Sometimes it goes in 2 orders at a time. Sometimes you pick up 1 order. While you're at that 1 order, it'll beep you for a second order. Okay, so it's called a stack order. I've done 3 orders at one time before, and there was one time where there's 3 orders and then a 4th order came in, but I didn't take that one because I had too many orders to do. But I think 2 is good enough. Don't do too many, because it's going to be hard to keep track. And then some of the restaurants, some of them take forever, and then you're going to be late on all the other ones. So I would say recommend just taking 2 at a time, 1 or 2, but don't go to 3 or 4, because it's a little tough. But if you guys can do it, do it. But for me, usually I only do 2 orders. Just that last time I did like 3 because it was easy, so I just did it. But if it's too complicated, don't do it, guys. But yeah, so number 8 is to take stack orders, so that way your money or your income increase faster as long as the deal is good. Number 9, guys, number 9 is, it's very funny, or I would say very weird. Sometimes I would sit in one spot and sit for like 1 to 2 hours and there is no deals coming in at all. But what I've noticed is when that happens, I start my car and I start just moving around the parking lot. And guess what? Deals pops up right away. Okay? Well, I mean, not right away, but most of the time it pops up. So my recommendation or advice is, sometimes when you sit at one spot, like I said, most of the time it works for me. I'm not sure about your area, but you can try it, is if you sit at one spot for a long time and no deals are coming in, just start your car and just start driving around the plaza, and then all of a sudden the deal comes in. Okay, it's very surprising. Sometimes I sit for like 1 or 2 hours, and then once I start my car, I don't know, somehow Doordash knows or something, I don't know. But once I start my car, the deals start coming in, and I'm like, man, why you guys want me to start my car? Waste gas. And then the deals started coming in. Okay, so try that. Try to move your car around. Don't just park in a one spot where no deals are coming in. All right, so number 9, try to move your car around, but don't go too far, so that way you guys don't waste gas. All right, number 10, last but not least, guys, is to multi-app. Okay, so I do multi-app. I do DoorDash, Uber Eats, and I just started doing Grubhub. Okay, I signed up for Grubhub like maybe 5 years ago, but I never did anything. But now I feel like I'm gonna, I feel like I need more deals, so I signed up for Grubhub. So I'm doing DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub at the same time. So just turn them all on, you guys. I mean, if there's no DoorDash, orders, at least you'll get a Grubhub or you'll get a Uber Eats. It's not guaranteed, but at least you'll have more opportunities to take one offer, from another app versus just sitting around waiting for DoorDash only. Okay, so it's working for me sometimes, I'm not saying it's going to work forever, but I think it's just a better opportunity just to have more deals, unless you guys are deactivated from those platform. If not, you guys can try multi-apping. Okay, so number 10, guys, multi-app may benefit you as well. All right, guys, so there you go, the 10 tips and tricks that actually works for me, okay? And just want to share with you guys those 10 tips and tricks. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. Guys, have any questions or comment, leave them down below. And if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button, okay? Tap on the notification bell, so whenever I upload any new videos, you'll be the first to be notified. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.